After the inclusion of NCP leaders in the government, especially Ajit Pawar, who has taken the oath as a deputy chief minister, Shinde camp is basically not happy with this decision. Though openly they are not saying it, because we did try to ask many Shinde leaders on camera, but they are not openly saying it. They are welcoming Ajit Pawar and NCP leaders. But yes, off record, many leaders have clearly said that they are really not happy with this decision to include NCP leaders in this particular government, because there is a reason. In last government, which was Mahavikas Aghadi government, Shinde was also there as a part of Shiv Sena, and Ajit Pawar was deputy chief minister, and he was holding the portfolio of finance. That time, when Shinde took that decision to basically revolt against Uddhav government, that time Shinde had given two reasons. One, that Uddhav basically joined hands with Congress and NCP, which are not in favor of the Hinduism or Hindutva. And also he said, and he alleged, that Ajit Pawar never used to give the funds to the Shiv Sena and other MLAs, or we can say the Shiv Sena MLAs to be precise. And that's why they allege Ajit Pawar of doing the favoritism, and that's why they came out of this government. But now, interesting factor is that Ajit Pawar has once again become the deputy chief minister of Maharashtra. This time he is deputy chief minister under Eknath Shinde. And what we are learning from our sources, that Ajit Pawar is basically bargaining for either of these two portfolio. One is home department or finance department, because these are the main portfolios in any state government or any big central government. These portfolios right now are with Devendra Fadnavis. So it would be another interesting to see whether Devendra Fadnavis gives him either of these two portfolio, or which portfolio he gives, because Ajit Pawar is not the person who will settle at a low portfolio or low key portfolio. So if Ajit Pawar gets the finance department again, because Ajit Pawar has a huge experience of handling finance and home, so what Shinde will be doing and what his ministers or his MLAs will be doing. Also, on the day when the swearing in happened, which was last Sunday, when we spoke with many leaders who off camera, as I said, clearly said that they are not happy, because they were thinking that when Devendra Fadnavis said that it was the expansion will happen somewhere in July, so they were expecting that this time the expansion of cabinet will happen, and all these MLAs who are waiting to get cabinet berth, the senior MLAs, I can say, they will get promoted as either as a cabinet minister or as a state minister, but that didn't happen. Instead, they had to basically attain the swearing in of Ajit Pawar and other NCP MLAs who basically took oath as a cabinet minister. So certainly, there is a kind of the thing which is happening in the Shinde camp is there is a bit anger. People, even the Shinde camp leaders are a bit anxious, and also we have been given to understand that it was conveyed to the Shinde also by his MLAs that what is happening is certainly not good. So certainly it's a very sticky situation right now for Shinde in this government, because being chief minister of Maharashtra, Shinde has got two people now. Earlier it was only Devendra Fadnavis who used to have that kind of a check over the government, but now it will be Ajit Pawar, the second deputy chief minister, and both deputy chief ministers will certainly have that or keep that check over Shinde government. Also, Shinde faction is of the opinion that after the inclusion of NCP faction and Ajit Pawar faction in the government, their bargaining power, that is Shiv Sena's bargaining power, has gone down, because now whenever the cabinet expansion will happen, there will be a third party which will definitely ask for a cabinet share, and that's why Shinde faction is not happy. We know that when Shinde formed his government, it was few ministers only from both the side who took, that is 10 ministers from both the side who took oath, and cabinet basically got formed and government started running. It's been 1 year that cabinet expansion didn't happen, and what happened immediately after 1 year, that we saw Ajit Pawar's inclusion, or Ajit Pawar taking oath as a deputy chief minister. So certainly there is a fight, which may happen, or the friction which may we see in the near future between the Shinde faction and NCP. Because if we talk about the political scenario also in Maharashtra, though it looks that after Ajit Pawar joined hands with Shinde Fadnavis, everything is smooth and it is very comfortable situation in the state, but it is not. Because if we take example of Konkan area, let's take example of Konkan area from where Sunil Tatkare, who has been appointed by Ajit Pawar as a new state president of NCP, the tussle is happening between Ajit Pawar camp versus Sharad Pawar. That is a different issue. But now Ajit Pawar has appointed him as the state president of NCP. But in his constituency, when Sunil Tatkare is a member of parliament, his daughter is representing one particular constituency of Konkan. But in the same constituency, there are Shinde leaders who were basically thinking that they will be contesting against the NCP. But now this may not happen because they may have to vacate that seat, or they may have to basically give that seat to the NCP if, as per the Ajit Pawar, that all the elections will be contested together with Shinde, with Shinde and BJP. So this kind of tussle is happening, and that's why the leaders from Konkan, especially leaders like Bharat Gogavle, who basically went with Eknath Shinde on day first, and he gave his support, he gave his loyalty to Eknath Shinde. He also revolted against Uddhav Thackeray. They are still waiting for the cabinet berth. Also, it's been said that the portfolios, the extra portfolios which are now with few BJP leaders or with BJP ministers and Shinde ministers, they will also be divided. They will also be divided equally to NCP faction. So that's why the Shinde faction is also not happy, because right now Shinde faction is holding 50% portfolios, and also plum portfolios like industries they have got. But if the portfolio like industry goes to NCP, then certainly it is not a good sign for a Shinde faction. So that's why, as I said, that why Shinde faction is not happy is because of this. The number one reason is Ajit Pawar's inclusion, because they were not having good rapport with Ajit Pawar. Number two, somewhere Shinde faction feels that they have lost the bargaining power in this alliance. And number three, they fear that whenever the next cabinet expansion will happen, they will get less seats, because now the seats will get equally divided in three parties.